Hey there, Scorpio. This is Royal Blue. I'm here to do your reading for March 2021. Excuse me, I don't feel very well, so I'm trying to get through this reading as painlessly and quickly as possible. Let's start with what energy we are going to have for March 2021. And we have opening to discoveries. Opening to discovery. And let's see what opening to discovery has to say to you. We tune in to information from our outer environment, then assign meaning to it within our psyches. Every day, however, the amount of data we sort through exceeds what we're capable of processing, especially since the advent of the internet. We have been bombarded with more than we could ever hope to absorb. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. So that's like watching what you listen to on the radio, or like the music that you listen to, the things you watch on television. You just have to be mindful of the energy that you're absorbing, because all energy isn't good energy. Therefore, it's important to be mindful of what we expose ourselves to. Consistent exposure to unhealthy messaging invites us into cynical, fear-based worldview. On the other hand, conscious exposure to information supporting our well-being shifts us towards growth and expansion. So there are some good things that can come out of the information that we obtain throughout our life cycle here on Earth. The choice, though, is not always obviously ours, which is why we must be discerning on a daily basis. Watch what you listen to, watch what you watch. Watch what you do, watch what you say. Watch what you hear, watch what you see. I mean, it's all about paying attention and being discerning. The universe is always engaging us. We are part of it, after all. Through synchronicity, omens, and other signs that point toward our best path, our intuition helps us tune in and see our environment like an oracle. However, this new information doesn't always make sense right away, so be curious and non-resistant is key to learning. Today, be open to receiving important information that may come from an unusual source. The universe wants to help you, but recognizing the way this aid will arrive depends on your willingness to shut out superficial noise. Maybe you need to take a break from social media, gossip, or the news. I was just saying that you got to pay attention to what you take in, because everything isn't good for you. Everything that you feed to yourself, as far as spiritually, internally, isn't righteous always. So be careful. Don't let yourself get distracted. Listen without attachment and see what arises in your life. Expect a message from the universe and you shall have it. All right. Excuse me. Next we have Queen of Heaven. Blessings from the Divine Empress of the Skies, Queen of Heaven. And let's see what the Queen of Heaven has to say to you for March 2021. All right, let's see here. The Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now, as a man or a woman. You have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. The Oracle of the Queen of Heaven is a confirmation of your feminine leadership and spiritual authority, whether you are male or female in this lifetime. Isis means throne, and in her presence and blessings as Divine Empress of the Sky, she offers you the light, men and women, great feminine spiritual power. Feminine spiritual authority occurs when power is tempered with mercy, wisdom, compassion, and love. It is inspired spiritual leadership through the heart and a model of power and authority that is based in empowerment rather than force or control. Isis, Queen of Heaven, calls you to ascend to the throne of feminine leadership within your own being, that you may fulfill your life mission and serve the divine feminine on this planet from a place of inner spiritual authority. This oracle is confirmation to step forward in leadership if you have been considered doing so. It might be in connection with others, especially if you also drew the Divine Sisterhood card. But you are also to realize that you are a capable spiritual leader in your own right as you trust the divine feminine values within. This new power is not about assuming authority over another, but about living your truth and integrity and living by authentic example. There is great power here and no false sense of responsibility for another, which could drain you and create dependency rather than growth in those you seek to empower through your leadership. So, we all, as humans, have divine feminine energy. We all have divine masculine energy. It's what keeps us balanced. Some people lean more to their masculine energy. Some people lean more to their feminine energy. This all depends on the individual. But just know that we all have divine feminine and masculine energies, whether we're male or female. So don't get offended if I mentioned divine feminine energy and you're a man listening to this message. We all have it. So, the Queen of Heaven is calling you into leadership, but do it with compassion, love, and humility, and all those good things. The Queen of Heaven is here to bless you through your leadership. Obviously, you have the authority and the ability to guide others. Not control others, but to guide them. That's what leaders do, is guide, not control. Alright? So let's see what the next card has to say to you, Scorpio. We have the Hanged Woman in reverse. Alright, let's see what the Hanged Woman in reverse is saying to you. Putting a lot of effort and energy into a situation or person is wearing you down, especially when you are not seeing the return. Stop sacrificing your time and values to please other people. Stop people pleasing. Everybody is not going to be reciprocal. Everybody's not going to accept what you have to offer, or they'll accept it, they'll take it, but you won't see anything in return. If you're putting off a decision to avoid confrontation or responsibility, it may come back to haunt you. The time will come when you will finally have to speak your truth. Feeling stuck and unfulfilled is increasing your awareness of what you need, what you do want. This suspension in time is actually a blessing in disguise. Meditate on your issues so that you can gain much needed clarity before making any moves. Utilize patience. Sit still and realize your life is bigger than this one moment. There are always other options, and they will reveal themselves to you as you keep going towards your path. So this is all about sacrificing yourself for someone else's benefit. That's not a good thing. You're called into leadership, but don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people challenge your authority. There may be some things that you want to avoid or need to avoid. And just don't put all your energy into the wrong people, basically, is what it's saying. Because like I said, you won't see anything in return unless you just have that giving heart. But it's calling for you to stop it. Stop being so giving when you know that this person or these people aren't right. They don't have your best interests at heart. You may have theirs, but they don't have yours. It's all about give and take, giving and receiving. It's not you give your time, and they're just taking your time, but not giving anything back. Alright, so stop people pleasing. That's what this card is calling for. Come March 2021, change your direction. Change the way you do things. Shake them up a bit. Because they're going to expect you to keep doing what you're doing, but you have to put a stop to it. Only you can do that. Alright, the next card we have is light. Light. And let's see what light is saying to Scorpio. This card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity and bliss are promised. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, contentment, growth, success, joy, and illumination. The light always brings forth new birth, a constant renewal of life. This is one of the best, if not the most positive cards in the deck, and it's yours. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see. As people become attracted to your rays of spiritual light, and by being compassionate, generous, inspiring, and a leader, I told you about leadership for you. Many will benefit as they feel the warmth emanating from you. Be discerning, but also be open to whatever or whomever you're attracting, for your rays reach far and wide. The light card reminds you that because of its power, nothing remains in the dark. Through its illumination, truths and certain paths before you begin to emerge and can be surely seen. Using the energy of positive thoughts and continually thinking about the happiest and most joyful of memories with light the path before you even more brightly and attract exactly what you're emanating. Keep on shining. This card represents the sun, the most powerful card in the deck. Light is the truth. And we all are seeking the truth in some form or fashion. You are the leader. Lead with your light. All right. And the next card we have is solitude. Solitude. Taking the time to get back into yourself and giving back to yourself. So let's see what solitude is saying to you. It says stop. Your soul is calling out and needs to be honored and heard. The answers you seek aren't necessarily found in the outer world. The time has come for you to step back and withdraw from outside commotion. Stop people pleasing. You want to draw back from doing that. The solitude card is a reminder of how important it is to pause, still the mind, meditate, reflect, reevaluate, and discover the wisdom and answers within the very soul of your being. That's why I was saying you have to get back into yourself, get centered, and find that peace within. When you become more aware of your soul and heart, you strengthen the link to the divine source, and you're able to once again remember your true perfection. Meet your soul halfway and schedule some alone time to commune with your soul, and also to give the power of spirit the opportunity to reinvigorate you with life force and vitality. Conserve your energy and deal with one thing at a time as you follow the prompts from within. When it comes to the moments of quiet, inner solitude, it really isn't about quantity, it's about the quality. That's what counts. The soul constantly draws to itself what it needs in order to learn and grow. For example, during this period, someone may step into your life, and by sharing his or her own experiences, you may receive helpful insight and wisdom into your own. So, solitude is being called for come March 2021. Get back to yourself. People are going to be drawn to you just because of your light. But don't let them overtake that light and try to make it their own. It belongs to you. All right? And the last card I have for you, Scorpio, is forgiving and learning. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So learn to forgive. Learn to forgive yourself, most of all. Learn to forgive others. It'll help you to expand and grow into the person that you know that you are. You're more than what they think that you are. You can show them better than you can tell them. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Let that love come in. And so as the love comes in, you can then exude it back out into the world so others can feel it. So they can receive your forgiveness without any malice in their hearts. As you forgive, they accept. As you accept yourself, you are doing the most responsible thing in taking care of your soul. You're not responsible for anybody else's soul and what they're doing. You take responsibility for your own actions, the things that you say and the things that you do. So learn to forgive. Forgiveness is all about you. It's for you. All right? So that's all I have for you, Scorpio. And I hope you find this reading resonating. And I will see you next time. Peace.